Hello, I'm your host here, Eric Burr. Let's StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, what we're going to talk about is some of you don't know what to do to start your own business. Some of you are shy, but how about this? We're going to get into 10 free ways to promote your business or product or services. That's right. Use your $1 million phone. Use the apps. We're going to go over it. We're going to talk about it. So please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Welcome back. All right, everybody, we're going to get into 10 places you can promote your business, product, service for free. That's right. Some of you have talked to me before, like I said in the intro, about I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have anything to work with. It's pretty simple. Mostly everybody has internet, and I did a video a long time ago that even if you didn't have internet at your house, you can go to a library. Or if you have even a cell phone that does not have service, you can go to Wi-Fi locations and start something. And these right here are the easiest ones because these are apps mostly or your own thing, and they're free on the internet and they get to an audience. Everybody knows where I'm at right now, Facebook. All right, that's number one. Facebook is pretty simple. In case you don't know, you can see right up here, we have our own Facebook page. So you go to facebook.com/StopStrugglingNow, and you come to our page. We also have a group. I post some things in there, slightly different, but most of the time it's almost the same thing, but sometimes I post different things, whether it's in the group or the page. So please sign up for our group or page, but you can create a page on Facebook, and it's pretty simple. Okay, I won't get into it because it's that simple. All right, all you have to do is log in, go to settings, and then they'll ask you to create a page. You generally won't be able to have your name until you verify certain things around the internet to make sure that they don't want to run into a problem where you're taking somebody else's domain name or using it, kind of thing, if it's a company. So but after you hook everything up, then you can put whatever name you choose, if it's service, product, or whatever. So Facebook is one. Next up on the list, you can see them all across the top up here. Next up on the list is Snapchat. All these you need to put on your phone. You download them via the app, Google Play Store or Apple Store. So none of this costs anything. And then you got to keep in mind when you're setting up your business, product, service, if you're going to have a name, you try to get the name of your service, product, or business, because what you're doing is people will run across it and it's free, because that's where you get the traffic, right? The traffic is free. It's just your time. If you have a service, product, or anything else you want to promote, you have to write something down and post it. It's your time. So again, if you work 10 hours a day, and you say, I'm going to dedicate 1 hour a day to go to whichever of these, you don't have to do all of them, but if you go to Facebook, Snapchat, next up is YouTube, if you're doing anything like that, you say, I'm going to dedicate an hour a day. That's how you start. And then not all is equal. So you might be effective on Facebook, but not effective on Snapchat. You might be effective on YouTube, but not effective on anything else. You might be effective on LinkedIn or Instagram that we're going to talk about, but not effective on the other platforms. All the platforms have a little bit different nuance. So just keep that in mind. It may not work. You can't say I'm going to have 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 on every platform. It doesn't work that way. You got to start out small, one step at a time. We've talked about this. See where you're at 6 months later or a year later. Hell, most people are working at a job 40 or 50 years and they keep showing back up thinking I'll get a paycheck. So why aren't you looking at that the same way? Why aren't you saying, well, I'll spend 3 years, 5 years, 1 year trying to do something myself for myself? So let's get into it. Next up, YouTube. Everybody who's watching this knows we're on YouTube, /StopStrugglingNow. So this takes a little more time, a little more effort, because you have to record, then upload, and maybe do some things such as edit, and there are some free software out there, or software that's less than $100 that you can get to edit. And quite frankly, I use everything that is under $100. My Note 4 is under $100. The software I use was $59 or $69. I don't remember the name of it. If somebody wants to ask me down below in the comments, I'll tell you, because then I'll have a way to look it up. I don't know what it is. Also with YouTube, there's different things such as TubeBuddy, which comes up next. TubeBuddy is free, and then of course if you want to pay, you can do more. But I have a link down below that you can sign up in the description area, and also the link for all our social media accounts that you can sign up for as well is down below in the description area. This helps with thumbnails. TubeBuddy helps with keywords. It helps with getting more subscribers, more viewers with videos, and it helps you with tips and different ideas on how to promote your YouTube channel. So it comes in very handy, and it's free. And again, if you want to join the pay for, I mean, they have an upgraded version, but they can help out. Next up, Instagram. Again, our Instagram channel is Stop Struggling Now. We don't have that many followers, but again, you can see a few posts, a few things that we post up there. And some people say you can't do it on your computer, but you can. You just hit this inspect button. You don't have to have your phone, right? So you just hit the inspect button. You see down here in the lower left for the phone, and then what do? You do reset, and then here you see what you would see on your phone, and this is how you can add pictures from a computer. Snap, you can use everything on a computer. I just don't know about the Snapchat, because I've never done Snapchat on the computer. But this is Instagram, and we'll get into something at the end, because some people are saying, how do we get followers and things like that? But remember, you got to start out. You look for other people that may be in the same type of genre or services or things like that. You follow them. I'll give you the short version. I don't have to go over it at the end, but you follow them, and then you make comments within your niche or within your group, and they have to be legitimate comments. It's got to be something you're into, right? So you're going to write, helpful tidbit or something that's helpful. And then what generally will happen is a few people may then go, okay, I like what this guy has to say. Let me come see what he's saying on his page or his channel, or whatever he's doing. So that's how you gain a few followers, and that's how you interact, most of the time with social media. Next up, you have to have your own blog sometimes. At Stop Struggling Now, we have our blog page, as you can see up top, and last one's April 28th that I posted something. What'll happen here is you got to keep in mind all these places are top 10 for search engines. So what'll start happening is if you bounce around, so people come to your website, see what you have, then they say, oh wow, they have something on YouTube, so let me go check them out on YouTube from this link. So now you're linking to top 10 websites. You're having people come from top 10 websites to your link, and that actually moves up your website. You start getting interaction that way. So you move up in search rankings. Just a byproduct. All right, so you want to have your own blog, which means, hey, you can go to GoDaddy and get a $1 domain name. Then you have to have hosting, which you can get for $5.99 or less. And then you just get a free WordPress or whatever other type of site you want to get or use. And that's how you start. I'm still not 100% yet, but we're getting there with the health situation. All right, so I'm gonna move right along to Pinterest is up next. As you can see, don't have that many views on Pinterest. I post on Pinterest. People, this is day 2. So, okay, 9, that means about 4 or 5 people come a day. I haven't really posted on it the previous 5 months, but in the last month or two, I started actually posting, and last month there was 400 or 500 monthly viewers that came to see what I was posting. I got a little more active, like I said, in the last 2 months, and basically You want to be on your phone with Pinterest. As you can see it here, but on the phone works a little bit easier for me. And so you can see pins are when you have, like I haven't never looked at it on here, but this is when you have, like, you're writing your article or you're writing some information down, and the board is kind of like what you see here in the headings: no more cell bills. I don't see the other ones, but we'll just go to the boards then. You'll see no cable bills and things like that. But again, use your phone for all these because it looks a little better and it looks a little different and it's easier to navigate. All right, but Pinterest is another one. It's in the top 10. They have a lot of views, and like I said, this is another one of those things. You put down your information or your what you want to tell people, then you can add a website or a link for a person to go somewhere. So if you're doing affiliate marketing, referral marketing, your own websites or your own products, you can send people, after they view your little pin, then they can use the website link and go to wherever you direct them to. So once again, this is another way to sell products potentially, or get your information out potentially. All right, so that's why you would want Pinterest. So next up is LinkedIn. And as you can see in Pinterest, please come join me. We don't have that many followers, but look for us at Stop Struggling Now. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like a personal thing. It's more or less like if you're trying to hire somebody, look around for jobs. That's what LinkedIn is for, but it's a professional community, so they have people who may be in the same niche or sell the same products or services, and they talk, and that's a great way to network. So you can go back and forth with them, talk with them, you can be friends with them, similar to Facebook, and then you can chime in when there's articles written, or you can write your own, like you have your blog, let's say, then you write like a little blurb, like let's say 10 places to promote your business, and I wanted to do a blog about it instead of doing a video. So therefore, I could say, hey, 10 places to promote your business, check out my latest article, and then I'll have a link that goes to my website. And so that's how you do it. And then of course you could, say, well, let me know what you think about it, and then people will comment down below. So that's one way. And LinkedIn, again, they're in the top 10 for searches, by the way. So that's another thing when you start bouncing around, or I can send them to YouTube and say, hey, check out my latest video. But this is a personal type of thing. Even though you can set up a business account, it's almost like personal, and a lot of people are personal instead of setting up under a business. So that's another way to go. Next up, Twitter. And once again, see, don't have that many followers. Twitter's not something that, I post on Twitter. We do things on Twitter, but again, this is a whole different type of genre, and this is something that's free, and you can get out there. And remember the hashtags on all platforms. I would say use hashtags. The only ones I'm not sure about is the Snapchat, because I don't know if that's really effective, because Snapchat is more like swipe up and touch the screen to chat or see a video. So that's a little bit different. But again, that's why all these platforms exist, because they're all a little bit different, but you can use them to get people to see. Even though I only have 49 followers, there's people that retweet, there's people that will forward along to another website what you may have written or posted. So you have to keep all this in mind. It's not just about the numbers that people can see. Like, you see 49 followers, but there's more than 49 people that is going to see what I post every month due to people sharing or sending it out to Facebook or other platforms, or copying the URL and posting it on other platforms. So you just never know who's going to like what you're saying or selling or producing. So just keep that in mind. You just got to keep going. Don't look at the numbers. All right? Just stay strong. All right? In fact, speaking of that, Build the Life You Want was the last post, which, by the way, I didn't even have a heart on it. But Build the Life You Want is the last post. You can't just start out today and say, okay, I'm done. Nobody starts out like that. You have to build up. You have to keep building. You have to keep trying. Never give up. All right? Just keep going. All right? And then you'll get where you get. And it also helps if you're trying to help people. That's one of the key factors. When you're trying to solve a problem or you're trying to help people, that goes a long way. So when you're starting out. Next up, if you have a blog or a website or a product or a funnel page, as I call it, that's a page where you're selling a product, and you've all seen it before, where somebody will say, click on this link, like you'll see ads on Facebook. Click on this link, it takes you to a page. YouTube, click on this ad, it takes you to a page, and they want you to enter your email address, sometimes your phone number. So you're gonna have email marketing. That's another way that you can freely obtain information. Now, keep in mind, on these other platforms, they're free. You can tell people, sign up for my email list as a post on any of these previous platforms that were mentioned. And the only thing is, you're gonna need like an Aweber, a Constant Contact, a MailChimp, or I'm not really familiar, but GoDaddy has some sort of mail system that you pay for monthly as well, and I'm sure other hosting like Bluehost or HostGator or whoever, they probably have an email marketing situation as well. The thing about email marketing is, the reason why people use Aweber, Constant Contact, MailChimp, and these others is because when you accumulate email addresses, they want to make sure that you're not spamming people. So in other words, if I loaded up my regular email address with, let's call it 500 names, or attempt to do that, and then send them out, they might be blocked, or they might not be sent out but only 100, or they might shut down your email account because you're trying to spam people. They have no way to verify that you obtain these emails from a person opting in. Okay, that's why you get these opt-in emails now, or these verification emails that you actually signed in. That's the thing. So you just can't get a list like you used to 10, 20 years back and then just load it up and then send it out. So this is why you need this platform, Aweber. And by the way, guys, down below again, sign up for our emails, because I send out emails not that often. It's not anything I'm really selling on the emails. It's just telling you a new video came out, or some information like I'm about to send out in the next 24, 48 hours, such as how to improve your credit, which I've done videos about some things, but this is, I'm actually going to do a written thing, and I'm going to send out an email, and then I'm also going to post something on Stop Struggling Now and the blog post to help out anybody with that. So anyhow, this is short and sweet. My voice, I got through this, is a lot better, so we're almost getting there. And I want to thank everybody for watching the video. And you can always contact me at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com, info@stopstrugglingnow.com. Some people have my phone number. Sometimes I mention in the video, sometimes I post it below. You can call me, text me if you need anything. All right? I'm always here to help, and stay strong. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, so keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.